Yeah, that's why he stopped.
All right, guys, let's bring it in. So going to be going over actually a similar back take that we went over on Friday, but instead of from 50-50, it's going to be off of a leg entry. So first we're just going to look at the standard leg entry, and then next we're going to go into the back take when our opponent points their knee towards the ceiling. So we're just going to start out in a seated butterfly guard like so. And I'm going to look to start digging in underhooks, right? One of my favorite ways to get to the underhook is I like to start gripping 2-on-1s, scooting underneath, and then I threaten elevating my opponent so that he has to start basing his hands out. Once his hands are based out, it's relatively easy to start hitting forward shifts, and as I hit a forward shift, I just dig my left arm in as a deep underhook, reaching all the way towards his far lat. Now from here, I'm going to threaten the sumigashi out towards my right hand side, okay? My right hand's going to grip the elbow, but not with the intention of actually setting him over. I'm just going to use it to force him to base out. So I'm going to be planting my right foot on the mat. I'm going to begin falling towards my right hip. I'm just going to begin elevating to start to force him to base out like so. Once we're in this position, I release this underhook and my left hand transfers across underneath his armpit. That way I can use this combined with my right foot on the mat to help push and invert so I can get my head in between his legs. Now from here, we can grip behind both of his knees, lock up this figure 4, and then push directly across his hips to sit him down. So once again, we're gonna start out in this seated butterfly guard. We're gonna come out, we're gonna take a wrist and elbow 2-on-1. We're gonna scoot underneath, and we're just gonna start elevating to get him to post his hands. Once his hands are posted on the mat, we're gonna hit a forward shift, and at the same time, my left arm's just gonna dig in as an underhook like so, reaching all the way across. Right hand just grips the elbow. I threaten a sumigashi, so I base my right foot on the mat, lean towards my right hip, and I start elevating to get him to base out. Once we're in this position, we release the underhook, and it transfers across underneath his armpit. I push with my right foot and my left hand to help me invert so I can get my head in between his legs. Once we're in this position, we grip behind both of his knees, lock up the figure 4, and then we can push directly across our opponent's hips to sit him down. So one last time. We start out seated, we get our 2-on-1, and we start elevating our opponent. We hit our forward shift, and we dig our left arm in as an underhook. We grip the right elbow, we threaten a sumigashi, and we start transferring our hand across. We push off the mat, invert, get our head between his legs, and now we grip behind both knees, lock up the figure 4, and push across his hips to sit him down. Let's give it a shot. 1, 2, 3. All right, guys, let's bring it in. So we're gonna start out the same way. Okay, seated guard. We take our 2-on-1, we elevate overhead so that we can dig in this underhook. Now, sometimes when I go for this sumigashi and I try and use it to enter their legs, you'll have opponents that will knee slide around the corner and point their knee towards the ceiling. So we attempt the same sumigashi, we elevate, but this time rather than coming to a 4-point, he knee slides around the corner like so, and he points this knee towards the ceiling. So now it's super difficult for me to elevate through and actually capture his knee. So whenever this happens, okay, once again, I'm gonna be using this cross lat post to push and invert, and as I come through, I'm gonna be sliding my right knee inside. Now, once our head is between his legs, we're gonna switch our hand behind his secondary leg, and then we're just gonna look to start pushing his legs through as I come elbow deep around this near leg like so. Whenever we're here, I always like to grab inside my own hamstring like so, just for control purposes. Now, from here, I'm gonna look to start reaching for the far hip. Once I have control of this far hip, I'm gonna start retracting my left arm and just gripping above the knee so that I can use my elbow as base for the mat, which will help me get up. Then from here, it's fairly easy to start posting a foot on the mat, scissoring up towards our knees, and now we're behind our partner. So once again, we start out seated, we get our 2-on-1, we elevate overhead so we can dig in this underhook. We attempt the sumigashi, but this time, rather than 4-pointing, he does a good job of knee sliding around the corner, and he points this knee up towards the ceiling. Whenever this happens, we're still inserting this cross lat post. I'm still driving off with my right leg to help me invert. Now, once our head is in between his legs, we pummel our hand inside, and then we just kind of look to hit like a bit of a forward shift like so that I can reach inside and grab my own hamstring. We reach for this far hip, we retract left elbow back so we can use it to help get up, and then we can start basing our right foot on the mat building up to our knees, and we're behind our partner. So one last time. We start out seated, we elevate, we get to our underhook. We attempt the Sumigashi, he knee slides around the corner, we insert our cross lat post. We invert so our head comes in between his legs, and I make sure that my right knee comes inside. We pummel our left hand through, we hit this forward shift as we transfer elbow deep around the near leg. We grip the far hip, we cup the knee, base our elbow on the mat, and now from here, it's fairly easy to start building up for height and getting behind our partner. Let's give it a shot, 1, 2, 3. This is gonna be hooked down here with your knee inside, like that, and you're gonna go elbow deep around this leg over the top.
So how do I make that transition though?
Yeah, so just start again, it'll be easiest. Yeah, so now from here, yep, you're gonna insert that cross lat post. You're gonna invert so your head starts to come between his legs, and this knee's gonna slide underneath and inside, exactly. Now from here, this hand doesn't come on the outside, it transfers inside. That way when you hit a forward shift, you can immediately go elbow deep. Yep, there you go. Yep, exactly. Nice, yeah. Yeah, you're gonna build up onto your shoulders. Yep, head comes in between, there you go. Nice. And this arm, rather than, yeah, comes over top. So that was it.
Initially going with this underhook? You get the initial grip over to your own leg?
I always go over, yeah. I
immediately
pummel hand inside and immediately go over.
Hey, Nicky, I'm on Thursday. You down?
Yeah, I'm probably down. What time?
4? 3 or 4?
Yeah, I'm down.
It's like high with this too. Fucking watch it.
Nice.
What are you gonna get? That's the question.
I don't know, I was gonna let you choose, dude. You've been talking all this shit.
Don't put this
What do you mean?
onus on me. Bro, because I'm gonna choose something that's gonna make you look like a fuckboy.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's the look that you want to go for.
Nah, I don't know. I was thinking about getting a skin fade with it a little bit longer on top.
Oh, you're trying to look at the Hitler Youth? I see.
Yeah.
He was just told him I'd run somehow.
Yeah, that's why he stopped. Don't want to stay here, Carol. Let's be back, let's be back. But you're the first one. Turn down, turn your left. Overrotate to your left.
Watch it. Tyson, watch it. Saved my life. Good job, Tyson.
Speak it.
Jesus, Nicky.
wrong leg. Use your left elbow to help yourself get over. Use your left elbow. Stay square, stay square. Back, stay square. Back, stay square.
Sorry, fuck.
It's okay, it's fine, it's fine.
That was bad, sorry.
I've got you worse this round.
Go ahead.
Let's start, come on. Let's walk.
Sorry about that, Nina.
I only got some on my face.
Yeah, sorry, dude, fuck. I'll have to go rip it out. Maybe it was that. Thanks, bro, fuck.
Those fakes.
Yeah.
I was like, ah! You almost took me down just with fakes a couple of times.